Hello and welcome to CTRMRadio, a podcast by Commodity Technology Advisory hosted on CTRMCenter.com and NTTCenter.net. My name is Irina Reitgruber, and today I will be talking with FIS and NTT Data about their cooperation on project implementation for FIS Energy Portfolio Manager. Many thanks to Santanu Mohanty, Veronika Sprlakova from FIS, and Miguel Gonzalez from NTT Data for their participation. Please do like and share this podcast. Many thanks. So, hello everybody. I'm very glad to see and to hear you today. For ETRM vendors, project implementation is a very important topic. It's actually the key for business success. And there are a lot of questions around that. What is better, to use professional service team of the vendor, or it's better to go with external implementation team? And if it's external implementation, how to cooperate, how to make external team up to date with all developments and so on. A lot of questions around it. And I would like to discuss those questions with FIS and NTT Data team today. They have implemented a number of successful projects with energy portfolio management of FIS. And I would like to start with introduction. So, Veronika, let's start with you, please.
So, hi, everybody. My name is Veronika Sprlakova, and I am the SME expert on the EPM inside of the FIS team.
Thank you. Santanu?
Hi, I'm Santanu. I am the product manager for EPM at FIS.
And Miguel.
I'm the head of energy management and trading at NTT Data and working together with FIS during the last years on different successful implementations.
Okay, then let's start with our questions. So my first question would be to NTT Data. So you said you have implemented a lot of projects with FIS. How that cooperation goes? And what are real challenges or main drivers of this cooperation?
Sure. The relationship, the partnership between NTT and FIS is really successful. We work all together along all the value chain of the IT. Since we have an opportunity, we support on the pre-sales. We also work together during the proposal, and finally we run together the implementation, and finally the handover into the support. So we cover the full life cycle, and I think this is one of the levers for to be successful in us. We are able to manage together the full life cycle. Mm-hmm. Regarding the challenges, using a new technology is always a complex situation, but as we are involved since the pre-sales, it's quite easier as we are able to manage to understand all the business processes since the beginning. There are always we need always to be flexible enough with the customer in order to adapt the tool into the requirements, but also to modify or adapt some of the business processes into the tool. This is one of the key points. If we are not able to do that, we will get solutions not quite well adapted to the business, or either we will customize or over-customize these solutions, making them quite difficult to maintain on time and for the upgrades. And the final point is change management. Any ETRM implementation is a transformation project itself. This means that companies will be modifying their ways of working for the midterm, and managing the knowledge transfer, the process modification, and so on is one of the key points to get a successful implementation.
Thank you very much. Then from the FIS point of view, you and NTT Data implemented together quite different projects, from a major energy trader company to industrial company and smaller energy utilities. So the EPM product, what is actually designed for, how that one product can fit to requirements of so different customers. And how do you see the differences between industrial company on one hand and typical utility customer on the other hand? Please, Veronika, this is a question to you.
Thank you. So actually, there is no difference between the industrial company and typical utility requirements. Use cases are usually the same as we now see the PPAs, batteries, certificates, OTC deals, or swaps, but the objectives of the clients are a little bit different. Industrial company will be looking on the cost reduction, where the utility company will be targeting profit maximization, resulting in the difference on how the raw data are utilized in the following processes and on the reporting level. EPM here has the advantage of being a major product with a wide coverage of a business processes from front office to back office, including also as optimization or portfolio decomposition. But the main flexibility is coming from trade capturing, which has the right balance between standard basis and the customization using built-in scripting framework. So for example, when we speak about the tranche deals, which are the basis for click deals on the retail side or the PPAs on the wholesale side, these deals are standard in our solution. On top of it, we have the possibility to capture multiple volumes and prices and design also the best available value chains for them. This is the strong basis which I'm mentioning on the product, standard product solution. On top of it, we have the scripting framework, which provides the customization. Customization in the sense, if I have the same type of the deals on the retail side or industrial side, I can build the custom processes for these clients very easily on top to fit all individual requirements based on which type of the portfolio driver it is. If I want to do the cost reduction or profit maximization, and then do the subsequent processes as a splitting of the deals to the consumption sides or splitting of the deals to the final customers. This is the product side. Then, of course, there is a third component, and there is our partnership with the NTT Data for doing the implementation. NTT Data, in the meantime, has built a really very good team of a great business consultants able to listen to client requirements and translate them to the business use cases, which we can then consult with them and see how to implement it inside of the EPM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this is a very important point, of course. Thank you very much. But in a general context of FIS with many products and also with other ETRM system for energy trading, which you have in FIS, what is the place of energy portfolio manager and what is the strategy of FIS with respect to energy portfolio manager? This is a question to Santanu, please.
Yeah, thank you. So over the past years, I think what we have seen through our implementations and customer engagements and on ongoing conversations with our prospects, what we have observed is there is a clear shift in the market expectations and priorities. What market is expecting broadly, whether it's from a tier one utility to a mid-sized industrial player, what customers are looking for is a faster time to market, flexible volume profiling, and robust handling of PPAs and tranche deals. So I think we are also seeing a surge in interest from corporate PPAs and virtual PPAs, especially as organizations accelerate their energy transition strategies. So this is what is driving us to position EPM as a value proposition in the market for our customer base. And like Veronika already covered, there is no significant difference between what an industrial customer is implementing versus a utility customer is implementing. They may have different objectives, but ultimately the use cases come down to there are far more similarities than differences when we go and implement the product. Why EPM is well positioned? I would say it has demonstrated a very strong alignment with the needs of the gas and power portfolio managers, whether it's managing complex deal structure or integrating with broader risk trading and risk management ecosystem. EPM is delivering value across the energy value chain. You mentioned something about the future, so I want to touch upon a couple of things about the strategic roadmap. So, since it has demonstrated such, acceleration in the past couple of years, what we are also, as a product team, we have also committed ourselves to come up with a strategic roadmap for the product. Some of the things that we have seen coming up from the market is an event-driven architecture for the product, so that it improves the system responsiveness and minimizes sort of redundant processes like end-of-day jobs, where majority of your data hasn't changed on a day-on-day, but we still have an end-of-day job consuming a large horsepower from the server and the CPU. So we would like to come up with an architecture which is seamless, always real time, and only has a process running when there is a change to the underlying data. The other item that we take very seriously in our strategic roadmap is scalability and future proofing of our architecture. So our expectation is that the data or the amount of deals coming into an ETRM or a portfolio manager is going to significantly increase. And we need to come up with some fundamental changes to our platform to be able to support that, not just the volume, but also the scalability and the performance in terms of reporting that data. Because of this energy transition, we noticed that the data is not a simple flat deal anymore. Most of the deals are moving towards profile deals, and storing the level of data that we would have to in upcoming years would be significantly process and storage intensive. So we should be well prepared to be able to handle that kind of load.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Maybe one additional question. If you consider energy portfolio manager and other FIS ETRM systems or FIS energy trading risk and logistic platform, what is the difference in the positioning of those two products? Where is the overlap and where is difference?
So the difference is basically if you are, APM would be focused on, as our focus is currently on gas and power markets. If there are other commodity asset classes that the customer is trading in, I think it goes into the CTRM space and more of a trading house or a hedging desk that uses our other ETRM services and other CTRM products as well. But EPM specifically focuses on gas and power, with focusing on physical as well as some financial instrument to hedge the exposures as well. I think you mentioned a little bit about where do you see the market going. I would basically say, like, Veronika as well covered it already, that C&I portfolio and our utility portfolio, they don't differ too much. They have the same kind of agreements like PPAs, physical purchases, financial instruments to hedge them. In terms of geographical expansion, I would say we are seeing commitment from our management. We are seeing strong growth signals from other markets, which came out from one of your reports as well. So we are sort of focusing on those growth markets as well. And with that, we also have this partnership with our implementation partners, NTT Data, which has presence across the globe. We are capitalizing on that relationship as well. We are it's a strategic relationship. We are working together to venture into new territories. Plus, there is another tailwind that we are seeing is from our customers. We have multinational customers who want to take the product to their entities in different geographies, and that would, that gives us an additional push to be present and be ready for different geographies as well.
Thank you. And this exactly takes me to the next question. From the entity data perspective, what are the future strategy? How do we want to develop this cooperation further? Miguel, please.
Well, we are quite happy with the partnership with FIS because it has become a real global partnership. So the key directions of our strategy can be reduced into two. The first one is to continue expanding into the European gas and power business. Right now, we are working together in almost 10 countries, but there is space for growth, and we will go mainly for the Nordics and the East Europe countries where we are not present right now. And the second one is not just reduce the list of products around FIS EPM, Energy Portfolio Manager, but to extend into all their portfolio, which is quite wide, for like market map for the market prices and align for other complex calculations and risk metrics, and some other products for different business cases. So this is the idea to expand our collaboration into other products and new geographies. And in first step into Europe, which is our natural market, but also in the near term for other geographies like Latin America.
Okay, so thank you all very much for this conversation, and I wish you success with all your plans. Thank you.